Hello, and welcome to Quill Dreamland. Tonight, our journey takes us to the timeless haven of beauty and tranquility found within the pages of a beloved classic, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. In our story, a young woman named Elizabeth Bennet is on a summer holiday with her aunt and uncle, the Gardeners. They are touring the picturesque Peak District. By chance, their travels bring them close to Pemberley, the magnificent home of Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy. Believing Mr. Darcy to be far away, Elizabeth agrees to visit Pemberley, curious to see the grand estate. Let your mind grow quiet as our journey begins, not by rushing, but with the gentle, rhythmic motion of a carriage. The wheels turn slowly along the winding country lanes of Derbyshire, a soft rumble on the gravel. You feel the slight, comforting sway beneath you, a gentle rocking, as the carriage makes its way. Inside the carriage, the seats are upholstered in a soft, dark velvet, cool and smooth to the touch. The air smells faintly of old leather from the straps that hold the windows, and the faint, sweet scent of polished wood. The light that filters in is soft and hazy, painting the interior in warm, gentle tones. The summer sun is high, but not harsh, casting long, soft shadows across the landscape. Through the open window, the air is warm and sweet, carrying the scent of cut grass and wild roses from the hedgerows we pass. You hear the steady, measured clip-clop of the horse's hooves, a soothing, predictable rhythm. Clip-clop on the dusty road. It's a sound that has marked the passing of miles for centuries, a sound that invites the mind to slow down, to match its steady, unhurried pace. Miles of green countryside unfurl before you, rolling hills rising and falling like gentle waves. Ancient trees stand sentinel in distant fields, their leaves shimmering faintly in the breeze. We pass a field where a flock of sheep graze peacefully, their soft, woolly forms scattered across the hillside like forgotten clouds. They move slowly, without a care, their gentle bleating barely audible from the road. Further on, we pass a slow-moving farm cart laden with hay, the farmer offering a quiet nod as we pass him by. The world outside the carriage window moves slowly, peacefully, each scene blending into the next like a softly painted landscape. You feel the warmth of the sun on your cheek, a gentle caress. You can watch the clouds drift in the vast blue sky, great puffy galleons of white sailing on an endless ocean of blue. Their shapes slowly shift, morphing and changing as they make their own unhurried journey across the sky. The rhythmic journey of the carriage continues, slowly carrying us deeper into the heart of this tranquil land. Each passing moment bringing you closer to rest, closer to calm. Just the gentle swaying, the soft sounds of summer, and the steady, rhythmic clip-clop of the horses carrying you ever onward to a place of perfect peace. After what feels like a long, pleasant journey, the carriage slows, its rumble softening to a whisper. It turns through grand gates, wrought iron adorned with elegant swirling scrolls that mimic the vines growing on the old stone pillars. We are entering Pemberley. The gates swing open with a soft, creaking sigh, welcoming us into a world apart. The drive is long and winding, designed to reveal the beauty of the estate gradually. We descend a gentle slope, the gravel crunching softly under the wheels. The air here feels even purer, cooler, carrying the scent of ancient trees, damp earth, and fresh water. On either side, thick woods of oak, beech, and ash rise up, their branches forming a dappled canopy overhead. This is a quiet, green tunnel of tranquility. Sunlight filters through the leaves in shifting patterns of light and shadow, dancing on the path before us, a silent, shimmering welcome. You can hear the rustle of unseen birds in the high branches and the occasional chatter of a squirrel. The moss on the ancient tree trunks is a deep and vibrant green, soft to the imagined touch. Then, as we round a final gentle bend, the woods part, and there it is, Pemberley. Not grand in an imposing way, but magnificent in its harmony with nature. A handsome stone edifice, the color of pale honey in the afternoon sun. It is nestled perfectly on a gentle swell of ground, flanked by a screen of tall, elegant trees. It rises gracefully from the landscape, looking as if it belongs there, as if it has always been there. A clear, sparkling stream runs before the house, winding its way through the landscape and reflecting the soft blue of the sky and the perfect form of the house itself. The carriage comes to a stop on the wide gravel drive. For a moment, the only sound is the gentle babbling of the water and the distant call of a songbird. You step down onto the fine gravel, the stillness of the place settling over you like a soft, comforting blanket. We begin our tour in the great entrance hall. The air inside is cool and still, a welcome change from the summer warmth. It carries the faint, pleasant scent of beeswax and old, well-cared-for wood. Your footsteps make almost no sound on the polished stone floor checkered in black and white marble that stretches into the distance. The ceiling is high above, so high that sounds seem to soften, to fade into the quiet space. Sunlight streams through a tall, arched window at the far end of the hall, illuminating the dust motes dancing lazily in the air. The housekeeper, a woman with a kind and gentle face, greets us with a soft smile, her voice a low, soothing murmur as she begins to speak. We don't need to follow her words, only the calm cadence of her voice as she guides us from room to room. She leads us first into a large sitting room. The furniture is elegant but comfortable, draped in soft, cream-colored cloths for the summer. A grand piano stands silent in one corner, its dark wood gleaming softly. The light in this room is gentle, filtered through fine lace curtains that stir ever so slightly in a breeze you cannot feel. The quiet here is deep and restful. On a small table, a porcelain vase holds a simple arrangement of wildflowers, their colors soft against the pale walls. You can imagine spending a peaceful afternoon here, watching the clouds drift by. From there, we move into the grand dining room. A long, dark mahogany table stretches the length of the room, polished to a mirror-like sheen. It reflects the tall windows and the portraits of ancestors that line the walls. Their faces are calm and serene, their painted eyes gazing out at a world long since past. A handsome officer in a red coat, a gentlewoman in blue satin, all resting peacefully in their gilded frames. The room is silent, holding the memory of countless quiet dinners and gentle conversations. The heavy velvet curtains are drawn back with thick silken ropes, revealing the view of a small walled garden filled with white roses. We continue our peaceful journey through the house, each room a haven of tranquility. The library is perhaps the most calming of all. Floor-to-ceiling shelves are filled with thousands of leather-bound books, their gold leaf titles glinting softly in the dim light. The air smells of old paper, leather, and dust. A comfortable-looking armchair sits beside a large unlit fireplace, waiting for a reader. You can run your fingers along the spines of the books, feeling the smooth, cool leather under your fingertips. Dark greens, deep reds, and rich browns. A tall, rolling ladder leans against one shelf, a silent invitation to explore the highest reaches. In a corner of the room stands a large globe of the world, its countries and oceans rendered in faded, gentle colors. You can give it a soft, slow spin, watching the continents drift silently by. The silence in this room is deep and profound, a silence of stories waiting to be told. The housekeeper leads us to a large window at the end of a long gallery. From here, the view is breathtaking. We look out over the back of the estate, down a sloping lawn to where the stream widens into a small, calm lake. The woods on the other side are a deep, rich green. There is no sign of the outside world, only the quiet, perfect beauty of nature and architecture in harmony. You can rest your hands on the cool window pane and just breathe. Our tour of the house is over, but our journey continues outside, into the gardens. The moment you step outside, the air is alive with the gentle hum of bees and the soft scent of blooming flowers. The sun is warm on your skin as we begin to walk along a winding gravel path. The crunch of the gravel underfoot is a soft, rhythmic sound. Crunch, crunch. The path is lined with lavender bushes their fragrance rising in the warm air, and tall, elegant foxgloves with their speckled, bell-like flowers. The path leads us towards the stream we saw from the carriage. We follow its winding course for a while, the path meandering alongside the gentle current. The sound of the water becomes our constant companion, a gentle, musical babbling as it flows over smooth, gray stones. Ferns grow in the damp earth at the water's edge, their delicate fronds unfurling in the shade. Eventually, we come to a charming, narrow stone bridge, its surface worn smooth with time. We cross it slowly, and you can pause here in the middle of the bridge and watch the clear water sparkle as it catches the sunlight. Leaning on the sun-warmed stone, you can see tiny fish darting in the shallows, their shadows flickering on the riverbed. We leave the path and walk on the soft, manicured lawn that slopes down to the water's edge. The grass is cool and slightly damp beneath your feet. We find a place to rest in the shade of a great, ancient oak tree. Its vast branches spread out like a protective canopy, its leaves rustling gently in the breeze, a soft, whispering sound. From here, you can watch the dragonflies dart and hover over the surface of the stream. You can see the reflection of the great house in the still water of the lake beyond. Time seems to slow down here. There is nothing to do, nothing to think about. Just the warmth of the sun, the coolness of the shade, and the gentle sounds of the garden. Lying back on the soft grass, you can look up through the leaves of the great oak, seeing small patches of the blue sky beyond. You can trace the patterns of the branches against the sky, a dark, intricate lace against the soft blue. The breeze whispers through the leaves of the old oak tree, a soft, natural lullaby. The scent of the water and the rich, damp earth is deeply calming. Let your body relax completely into the soft grass. Feel the solid earth supporting you, holding you safely. Let the peacefulness of this place become your own. The sun begins its slow descent, painting the sky in soft shades of orange and then pink. The light becomes golden, bathing the entire landscape in a warm, sleepy glow. The shadows of the trees grow long across the lawn, stretching out like lazy fingers. The birds begin their evening song, a gentle chorus that signals the end of the day. There is a deep stillness now. The world seems to be holding its breath, preparing for the quiet of the night. You can stay here in this perfect moment of peace for as long as you wish, resting in the golden light, listening to the gentle sounds of the approaching dusk. Let the image of this calm, beautiful place fill your mind. The handsome stone house, the sparkling stream, the ancient, whispering trees. Let the feeling of profound tranquility settle over you, a soft, warm blanket. There is nothing left to do now but rest. Allow the gentle memories of our journey to guide you into a deep and restful sleep. The rhythmic rocking of the carriage, the soft crunch of the gravel path, the gentle babbling of the stream, the quiet whisper of the leaves. Let these soothing sensations carry you away, drifting, floating, into a deep and peaceful slumber.
We are resting in the shade of the great oak tree, by the side of the gently flowing stream. The air is warm, filled with the scent of damp earth and flowers, and the soft, whispering rustle of the leaves overhead. Time itself seems to have slowed to a stop in this peaceful garden. As we walk on, following a winding path that leads deeper into the woods, the world remains hushed and calm. The path is soft underfoot, made of moss and fallen leaves, a dark ribbon winding through a sea of green ferns. The light here is cool and dim, filtered through the dense canopy of ancient trees. The air smells of rich, dark earth and the faint, sweet scent of decaying leaves. The only sound is the distant, musical babble of the stream and the occasional, gentle call of a wood pigeon, a soft cooing that echoes through the trees. And then, in a moment, even those soft sounds seem to fade. In the quiet of the path ahead, a figure appears, walking slowly, his head bowed as if in deep thought. He stops, and a profound stillness settles over the woods. It is Mr. Darcy. There is no shock, no surprise, only a deep and sudden quiet. The world seems to pause. The breeze holds its breath. The dappled sunlight on the path ceases its dance and becomes still. He stands there, and for a long moment there is only the shared silence of the woods, a silence that is not empty, but full of a strange, unexpected peace. He lifts his head, and his eyes are not filled with pride or anger, but with a gentle, quiet softness. And in that quiet gaze, a surprising feeling begins to stir, a gentle, pleasant warmth, like the first rays of the morning sun, that seems to spread from your chest outwards, dispelling the cool shadows of the forest. He moves not with haste, but with a slow and deliberate grace. His voice, when he speaks, is not what one might expect. It is a low, gentle timbre, soft-spoken and calm, seeming to become part of the quiet of the forest around you. It doesn't startle the birds or break the silence. It joins it. The sound itself is reassuring, a low, steady resonance that is deeply calming to hear. The words themselves are not important. It is the tone, the peaceful, unhurried sound of his voice that fills the space between you. There is a gentleness in his manner, a quiet kindness in his eyes. He gives a slow, respectful bow, a simple gesture of peaceful greeting. Soon you are joined by your aunt and uncle, the gardeners, and you can observe the quiet courtesy that is exchanged, the gentle smiles, the soft-spoken words of introduction. There is no tension here, only a surprising and welcome sense of ease. Mr. Darcy's manner towards your relatives is one of deep and genuine respect. He listens with a quiet, unwavering attention as your uncle speaks of the beauty of the grounds, his gaze calm and considerate. And watching this simple, quiet act of kindness, you feel that gentle warmth return, stronger this time, a feeling of deep and profound reassurance. He offers to guide you all along a favorite path towards a better view of the estate, and so your solitary walk becomes a shared one. But the peace is not broken, it is enhanced. The pace is still slow, still unhurried. The four of you walk together along the winding path, the sound of your footsteps a soft crunch on the gravel. The conversation is a low, gentle murmur, a pleasant sound that blends with the babbling of the stream and the rustle of the leaves. There are long, comfortable silences where the only thing shared is the beauty of the surrounding nature. The sun begins to dip lower in the sky, casting long, golden shafts of light through the trees. The air grows cooler. The walk is not long, but it is deeply peaceful. It is a walk shared in a spirit of quiet kindness and mutual respect. As you part ways at the edge of the woods, there is a feeling not of awkwardness, but of a gentle and unexpected harmony. The next day, the sun is again warm and bright. A quiet invitation arrives, and your journey takes you back through the grand gates of Pemberley. The carriage ride is just as peaceful as before, the gentle rocking and the rhythmic clip-clop of the horses, a familiar, soothing lullaby. But this time, the journey is filled with a soft, quiet sense of anticipation, a gentle curiosity about the peace that awaits. You are shown not into the grand hall, but into a smaller, sun-drenched drawing room. The windows are open wide, letting in a warm breeze that carries the scent of roses from the garden. The room is filled with comfortable chairs and soft sofas, upholstered in a pale blue fabric with a delicate pattern of white flowers. A harp stands silent in one corner, its strings gleaming in the light of the sun. And on a small table, a silver tea service is waiting, its surface reflecting the clouds drifting by in the sky outside. The scent of hot tea and sweet cakes hangs softly in the air. It is here that you meet Mr. Darcy's sister, Georgiana. She is not a grand, imposing figure, but a young woman with a quiet and gentle presence. Her movements are soft and graceful, her smile is shy but sweet. Her voice is even softer than her brother's, a gentle whisper that is calming to hear. The five of you, your aunt and uncle, Mr. Darcy and his sister, sit together in this peaceful, sunlit room. The conversation is calm and unhurried. The clink of a silver spoon against a porcelain teacup is the loudest sound. You can feel the deep, quiet affection between the brother and sister. You see it in their soft glances, in the gentle way he speaks to her, and the trusting way she looks to him. He passes her a plate of cakes, his movements slow and careful. She gives him a small, grateful smile in return. Observing this simple, silent exchange, This profound sense of family and safety, the gentle warmth you felt in the woods, deepens into a solid, comforting feeling of peace. After tea, Georgiana moves to the pianoforte that stands by the window. She does not announce a performance. Her brother quietly selects a piece of music for her, the pages rustling with a soft, papery sound as he places it before her. She simply sits and lets her fingers rest on the ivory keys for a long moment, and then a soft, simple melody begins to fill the room. It is not a dramatic or complex piece of music, but a slow, gentle tune like a lullaby.
The notes rise and fall with a quiet grace, seeming to hang in the warm, sunlit air. You can close your eyes and just listen. Listen to the simple, beautiful music and the gentle sounds of the garden drifting in through the open window. The melody is calming, repetitive. Each note a soft, round pearl of sound. It speaks of quiet streams and gentle breezes and the deep, peaceful stillness of a summer afternoon. The music continues for a long, unhurried time. It washes over you, soothing away any remaining tension, any lingering thoughts. There is only the music and the warmth and the feeling of profound peace. Mr. Darcy stands by the window, looking out at his gardens, a quiet, gentle expression on his face as he listens to his sister play. The scene is a perfect picture of tranquility. As the final soft note of the piano fades into silence once more, a deep and comfortable quiet settles over the room. The sun has moved lower in the sky, and the light in the room has turned to a warm, sleepy gold. It is time to depart. The farewells are as gentle and unhurried as the greetings. There are soft smiles and quiet words and a feeling of peaceful connection. As your carriage pulls away from the grand house, you can look back and see the brother and sister standing there, watching you go. The journey back is quiet and contemplative. The setting sun paints the sky in shades of deep orange and soft violet. The world is preparing for the night, for a time of rest, and in your heart there is a deep and abiding sense of calm, a peace that comes not from an empty house, but from a place filled with unexpected kindness and quiet harmony. Let the image of that calm, sunlit room fill your mind. Let the memory of the soft piano music echo in your thoughts. Let the feeling of gentle warmth and profound peace settle over you, a soft, warm blanket. The first stars begin to appear in the darkening sky. The world grows quieter and quieter. You are safe. You are at peace. There is nothing left to do now but rest. Allow the gentle memories of our journey to guide you into a deep and restful sleep. The quiet of the sun-dappled woods, the soft murmur of kind voices, the gentle notes of a pianoforte, and the deep and comforting warmth of unexpected peace. Let these soothing sensations carry you away, drifting, floating into a deep and peaceful slumber. Sleep now. Sleep well.